Hey Captain N Gaming fam, version 5 just got live, and we're here to break down the latest updates to Feixiao, Lingsha, and Moze. Let's dive in quickly so you can stay ahead of the curve. Starting with Feixiao, her kit has gone through some significant changes across previous versions. But how does she hold up in version 5? Let's find it out. War Axe skill. Feixiao now deals wind damage equal to 200% of her attack to a target enemy, and immediately triggers one instance of her talent's follow-up attack against the target. This makes her even more aggressive in single-target scenarios. Bolt Sunder Blitz and War Axe Skyward Ultimate. This ultimate now deals wind damage equal to 60% of Feixiao's attack to the chosen target. The damage multiplier increases by 30% if the target is or isn't weakness broken, making her more versatile in different combat situations. Form Shift T2. Using her ultimate is now considered a follow-up attack, with a 36% increase in critical damage for follow-up attacks. Bolt Catch T3. After using her skill, Feixiao's attack is boosted by 48%, lasting for 3 turns, which significantly enhances her sustained damage output. Moonward I Wish. E2 Feixiao now gains 1 point of Flying Aureus for every 1 instance of a follow-up attack launched by ally targets. This can trigger up to 6 times per turn, making her even more efficient in accumulating Flying Aureus points. Stormward I Hear E4. The follow-up attack from her talent now has its toughness reduction increased by 100%. Additionally, when this attack launches, Feixiao's speed increases by 8% for 2 turns. Homeward I Near E6. This new change increases the all-type Res pen of her ultimate damage by 20%. Her talent's follow-up attack damage is also considered ultimate damage, with its damage multiplier increasing by a whopping 140%. In the past few versions, Feixiao has undergone various buffs, nerfs, and adjustments. The updates in version 5 have truly amplified her potential. I'm particularly excited about the synergy between her follow-up attacks and ultimate. I believe that regardless of whether these changes are seen as good or bad, Feixiao will quickly become a fan favorite. Don't forget, Acheron was heavily nerfed in beta, yet she still shines as a top-tier DPS. Hey, did you know that 97.5% of you are watching my videos but haven't hit that subscribe button yet? I mean, it's 2024, people. We're living in the future. Firefly in space, AI everywhere. And still, the most advanced technology we have is... No, it's not Firefly, it's the subscribe button. I'm not saying I'm crying about it. Okay, maybe just a little. Moving on to Lingsha, she received some solid buffs from version 2 to version 3, but her kit stayed the same from version 3 to version 4. What's in store for her in version 5? Let's explore. Smoke and Splendor. Skill. Lingsha now deals fire damage equal to 80% of her attack to all enemies, while restoring HP equal to 14% of her attack, plus 420 for all allies. Fuyuan's action is also advanced by 20%, making her even more supportive. Mist Dance, Manifest Talent, summons Fuyuan when using skill. Fuyuan has an initial speed of 90 and an initial action count of 3. Previously, during Fuyuan's action, launch follow-up attack on all enemies, dealing fire damage equal to 90%. Lingsha's attack dispels 1 debuffs from all allies. But in V5, when taking action, Fuyuan launches follow-up attack, dealing fire damage equal to 75% of Lingsha's attack to all enemies. Additionally, deals fire damage equal to 75% of Lingsha's attack to a single enemy. And this damage prioritizes targets with toughness greater than 0. Dispels 1 debuff S from all allies, and restores HP equal to 12% of Lingsha's attack plus 360. Fuyuan's action count can accumulate up to 5. When the action count reaches 0, or when Lingsha is knocked down, Fuyuan disappears. While Fuyuan is on the field, using skill can increase Fuyuan's action count by 3. Shine of Floral Wick E3. Her ultimate and talent levels can now be increased by 2, up to a maximum of level 15, boosting her overall effectiveness. Redolence from Canopied Banquet. E4. During Fuyuan's action, the lowest HP ally now receives healing equal to 40% of Lingsha's attack, making her an even more reliable healer for those in critical condition. Previously, it was HP percentage. poise atop twists and turns. Her skill and basic attack levels can now be increased by 2 and 1, up to a maximum of level 15 and level 10. Arcadia under Deep Seclusion E6. While Fuyuan is on the field, Lingsha now reduces all enemies all-type RES by 20%. Additionally, Fuyuan's attacks now deal 4 instances of damage, each dealing fire damage equal to 50% of Lingsha's attack and reducing toughness by 5. These attacks prioritize targets with toughness greater than 0, adding a layer of strategic targeting. Lingsha's version 5 changes further, emphasize her role as a versatile support character who can both heal and deal consistent damage. The refinements to Fuyuan make her a more effective presence on the battlefield, particularly with the added focus on toughness targeting. I'm pleased with these updates as they enhance Lingsha's utility without overcomplicating her kit, making her an excellent choice for any team composition. Finally, let's talk about Moze. From version 3 to version 4, the changes were mainly about clarifying wording, with just one tweak to his gameplay. What can we expect in version 5? Dash in, gash out. Ultimate. Moze's ultimate now deals lightning damage equal to 270%, up from 250% of his attack to an enemy target. The follow-up attack now triggers against a random enemy if the original target is defeated, ensuring his damage isn't wasted. Dagger Hold T2. Moze's action is advanced forward by 20%, down from 30% when dispelling his departed state. At the start of each wave, his action is now advanced forward by 30%, helping him get into action faster. Wrathbearer E2. This update increases the critical damage inflicted by allies against targets marked as prey by 40%, making Moze's debuff even more valuable for your team. Deathchaser E3. His ultimate and talent levels can now be increased by 2, up to a maximum of level 15, enhancing his overall power. Truthbender E5. His skill and basic attack levels can now be increased by 2 and 1, up to maximum of level 15 and level 10. For Feixiao, Lingsha, and Moze, I've included all the major changes. The remaining adjustments are primarily word and sentence refinements. Moze's version 5 changes have refined his ability to deal damage and support his allies. The increase in his ultimate's damage multiplier and the enhancements to his action speed give him more presence in battles. The adjustments to his debuff mechanics also make him a stronger ally in team compositions focused on critical hits. While the changes aren't groundbreaking, they do make Moze more reliable. And that wraps up today's video. Captain N Gaming Fam. Thank you for joining me on this latest journey through Honkai Star Rail. Did you know there is a way to win 50-50 on your favorite banners? To win your 50-50, be sure to show some love by smashing that like button and hitting subscribe for future insights, discussions, and updates. Your support means the world to me. Until our next adventure, stay awesome, Trailblazers, and keep gaming with joy.